In this video, I'm going to teach you how to throw the yo-yo like this. And I know that when we all first get our yo-yos, we may actually feel really good about ourselves if we can just make the yo-yo go up and down like this. But honestly, if you're trying to learn tricks, that just isn't going to cut it. So if you want to get a good throw and ultimately a good sleeper, what you need to do is learn how to throw the yo-yo the right way. But before you can learn how to throw the yo-yo the right way, you need to learn how to hold it properly in your hand. And so when you have your palm up, the string on the yo-yo should always be going over the top. And that allows it so that when you throw your yo-yo in the right way, it'll roll off your hand very nicely. If you have the yo-yo in your hand backwards and the string is going underneath, when you try to throw it, a lot of times it will come off crooked, especially when you're first learning how to throw. And if it comes off crooked, then it's going to go and it's going to start spinning out at the bottom of the string, and you're going to be like, oh, why is it always doing that? It's probably because you're holding the yo-yo upside down. So once you've got it held properly in your hand, what you want to do is make a muscle, and you're going to just extend your arm, and you're going to let the yo-yo roll right off the front of your hand. As soon as it hits the bottom, you want to turn your hand over to catch it, and it's as simple as that. Now, if you want to get a little bit more power out of your throw, which you'll want to do, especially if you're trying to make the yo-yo sleep, is you can actually lift up your elbow, and then when you drop your elbow, that gives it a lot more strength, a lot more power, it'll put a lot more spin on it. So one of the problems that you're going to experience when you start throwing the yo-yo harder, especially if you're trying to make it sleep, is that the harder you throw it, the more that the yo-yo is going to want to bounce when it hits the bottom of the string. And this is going to cause you problems because if it bounces, that'll put slack in the string, and that'll make the yo-yo come back as opposed to sleeping, which is what you want. So what I've learned to do is when I throw it, you'll notice that my hand goes up and down just a little bit right as the yo-yo is about to hit the bottom of the string. And what I'm doing there is I'm cushioning the yo-yo so that it doesn't bounce when it hits the bottom. And when you cushion it just right, and it takes a little bit of practice, but it's not too hard. When you cushion it just right, then it doesn't bounce when it hits the bottom of the string. It won't get that slack, and it'll spin as long as it can, depending on how hard you've thrown the yo-yo. So keep working on it. The throw is the foundation for almost all of your tricks. The better you can throw the yo-yo, the easier it's going to be to do everything else.